Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, because we don't discriminate. This is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios, Clifton, New Jersey. I am Darth from the side, the dark side saver, always and forever on his worst behavior. Mr. DM, find me your mama's DMs. And Siri's a dumb bitch. I'll get to it later, but Siri is a dumb bitch. The OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz that talks all the shit.
It's your boy Alex the motherfucking Hill, aka the S3E13 podcast, also known as the leader of the Fuck the Vision Man Group, and also known as the founder of the Vision, the nigga that put your vision cross space and make a run to the cross space.
And Mr. Gnarly Marv is a little preoccupied tonight, so we have the man that is greater than that stupid wall in China, the great Malcolm Carter.
What's good, y'all? What's good?
Okay, Siri. Let me tell you what's wrong with Siri. So apparently some sort of Apple update went through, and because my job is connected to another store, if you Google the store that's connected to my job, you get our phone number. So for the last 4 days, every 5 minutes we get a phone call that's not for us.
What?
And it's because we started asking people, how did you get this phone number? Every single person has an iPhone, and they said they asked Siri. Literally, like 30-something people today that we asked, how did you get this number? Siri. Siri, you's a dumb bitch.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that. I tried to find a Chase one time, and we used Siri. We asked the Chase. It led us to an empty lot. Like, it was setting us up. It's setting us up. Like,
yeah. Sure, about get your ass robbed out in the hood somewhere. That's what's about to happen.
But meanwhile, on my phone, my phones, I said, "Hey Google," and then asked for my job. I'm sorry, the store next door, and it gave me the correct number. So Google Assistant is good, but Siri's the dumb bitch.
Like it always is.
Makes sense.
What's going on down there by you, Alex?
You know me. Nice outside, not a cloud in the sky, 52 degrees.
We got winter again. It's winter again. It's like, I think it got to a high of like 41 today, and it's freezing.
Yeah, we got winter here with beautiful outside skies, like it's supposed to be summer in this winter. So, yeah, North Carolina winter's retarded like that anyway. It'd be like 20 degrees in the morning, mid-warm in the afternoon. At full afternoon, it'd be hot as fuck. And then that night it'd be cold. You'd be like, bro, I gotta take out like 4 things of clothes and I go outside.
Kelvin just signed in. What's good, everybody? It's the straight shooter of the Ultra Heelz podcast. Everybody's favorite commissioner, Kelvin. What's going on with you, Malcolm?
What's going on with me? I went to the Poconos over the weekend. So
Okay. With your lady friend?
We went on a couples retreat.
Okay.
Went good for 2 days.
Okay.
Third day, everybody got drunk, and it was like drama bomb, dude. It was crazy. I've never been in that much drama in my life. I saw my best friend cry.
Nice.
And it hurt my soul.
How's the podcast? Plug it real quick.
If you guys don't know, I run It's Friday Super. I'm Captain Carter there. And on the podcast, we had a ball yesterday. We talked about the Godzilla movie, which was by far meh. I can't describe it any other way. It was pretty good. And then everybody came at me because I liked a certain anime. Started calling out people's names. Because, can't be disrespecting my anime like that. I'm sorry.
But I do, sir.
That's cool. Like, I get you, Alex. I get you. Because people don't understand. It's a good.
That's all I can hope.
It's good. Okay? I'm just going to put it like that.
It's good.
There. It's good.
All right.
Hey, before we get any further talking in the wrestling, can we talk about one thing that's going to happen, I think today? About Stone Cold's podcast?
Oh, I'm so... I don't... Who sent it to me? I think Kelvin sent it to me first. No, I'm sorry. It was somebody else that sent it to me. That's big. They're really letting Jericho come back for a podcast?
Yeah, and it's going to be hosted the Peacock Network. So basically, WWE got no say-so on what's happening at this point now. Because Peacock is like, hey, look, you and us. We don't give a fuck who you everybody back now.
Yo, Peacock letting anybody on there.
Yeah, but then they're censoring 90% of the fucking library.
Oh yeah, they go. Yeah, you know they got to make it TV friendly. With having Jericho sit down and have a talk. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, this is truly opening the quote-unquote forbidden door because we got somebody that's actively working elsewhere on an active WWE show. But again, apparently Peacock is controlling it now.
If Peacock's controlling it, it'd probably be no holds bars, but I still feel like they're going to have WWE is still going to have their hands in it somehow.
But that's
they
kind of
it somehow, but if they want to keep their hand in it somehow, then they should have kept the network. Now you done gave the network to another company. You got no hand in it no more at this point now.
They did it for the money. What did Peacock pay them? Like $3 billion?
Jesus.
Well, fucking Fox
like
Fox paid them $5 million. Sorry, $5 billion.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they did it for The Rock.
They did it for the people. And if I could, I'd do it again. That's still one of my favorite lines ever because I got caught saying that in the middle of class. Well, because what happened was like the teacher left the room and I was like making fun of somebody and I was reciting that and I've got my back to the door and the teacher walks in. It's like, what are you doing? I had detention for that.
Oh man!
At
least you didn't get almost suspended for saying something from a dumb movie. Just remember that.
Oh, I got suspended for some Godfather lines. I called somebody a $2 whore or something.
I think I got the day off of school. I'm not gonna say I got suspended. I just got kicked out of school for a minute because some girl from the movie Funny People. Remember what's his name? Eminem's line when he was talking to Ray Romano.
Oh.
So she like got on my nerves. So finally I turned to her. I was like, "Yo, do you want to fuck me? Do you want me to bend you over and you?" And then I got like kicked out the next day.
Wow.
I got kicked out that same day for saying that to her. It's a terrible day.
Wow. I think the best thing ever is in-school suspension.
In-school suspension is hell.
No, whoa, maybe for you, but okay, no, I'm sorry, because I got in-school suspension in like 2nd grade and in 4th grade. I never got it in middle school or high school.
I got it in high school and I got it in grammar school. I was a bad kid.
Because when I got it in 2nd grade, I cut somebody. I cut a girl. I cut her in the face. Well, yeah, we're just gonna go down a rabbit hole before we get to the wrestling. Bear with us, people.
Deep rabbit hole.
Okay, let me explain the story. So during lunch, you know how like you had a little red straw that came with your milk?
Yeah.
So I was chewing on it. I took it with me to the playground. I was arguing with this girl. I took it out and I slapped her with the straw. But apparently I buck 50'd her face. I cut her from like ear to lip. I didn't realize it.
Now she's a Marvel supervillain.
I didn't realize I did it until like they called me to the office. So you know if I did that,
bitches 187s in prison, huh? That's what we're doing.
You do realize if that happened in 2021, I'd be like expelled from school, right?
They tell it'd be on your permanent record.
Exactly.
They're not letting you in no school.
I got in-school suspension for that. That's all I got.
I've never been in school suspension. I didn't in school suspension because my aunt was the head of security, so anytime that shit happened, I went to her first, and they got me out of it every time.
In-school suspension means you sat in the vice principal's office, like the lobby to the vice principal's office, you got your work, and that was it. So basically, like you'd finish your work in like an hour because there's nothing to fucking do, and then you just like did errands for the secretaries. Like I made copies, I like run notes across the school. They bought me McDonald's for lunch or some shit. I was like, this is lit. I got to sit in the conference room and watch TV because like they weren't using the conference room.
Man, mine was a prison. It was just prison. It's like 6 other kids and we all just sat and stared at each other.
Now that was in-school suspension in middle school because they had a specific like suspension room. It was called room 114. And everybody knew what 114 was. So you literally just sat there in an empty room with a teacher, because like it was like a rotating thing. It was like people had like break periods. They just stick a random teacher in there. Couldn't talk. You just sat there for all day.
See, in high school, I had one. In grammar school, it was just in-school suspension. We just sat, looked at each other, and didn't say a word. When I got to high school in Patterson, they had something called zone. That was when you did terrible. And let me tell you something. Zone was the worst place for me personally. Because we had this dude named Mr. Jenkins, had the deepest voice you will ever hear.
Right.
Funniest dude. But this is where it got bad. There was another dude. He was big as hell, and his name was Malcolm.
Okay.
So every time I walked in, it was always, "Good morning, Malcolm." And then Malcolm would specifically point me out and go, "What's good, little Malcolm?"
So he had to sun you on the way in.
He always did. And then the worst part was when he sat down, it was like not that many stairs, but he sat down and he had the deepest breath on the planet. Like, like, Jesus, what'd you do? Run a marathon before you came
Yeah.
here?
That's that please God let me go tonight before I get up tomorrow kind of deep breath. I do it all the time.
Yeah. All right, back to Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is going to appear on the Broken Skull sessions with Stone Cold this coming Sunday. There's nothing happening. No, I'm sorry. Or is it after WrestleMania that he's on? Is it after WrestleMania or is it this coming Sunday? I forgot.
I think it's this coming Sunday.
Oh yeah, the article I'm reading says no date has been given, and this is not an April Fool's joke. So,
yeah, because Stone Cold posted it on Twitter, the countdown, like Chris Jericho, and it just goes to 1, and it shows him and Jericho staring at each other, and they look all towards the camera.
I still gotta watch the Randy Orton episode. I'm so far behind. I still haven't seen the second Undertaker episode.
The Randy Orton is actually pretty good. The Randy Orton shows Randy actually opening up and actually looking more human than the dick he used to be back in the day.
Well, he's still a dick, but
I'm talking about like the dick he was when he first started to the dick he is now. There's two different dicks.
Oh yeah. It was like pre Manscaped and after Manscaped kind of dick.
Basically. But yeah, the podcast is good. I watched the one with him and Undertaker.
The second one?
Explained to him about him and I watched him Undertaker shit, and that shit was actually kind of funny because Undertaker, when you listen to Undertaker talk and it ain't about wrestling, it just sounds like one of them old Texan men telling you a story of their past life and their past glories they wish they can go relive.
Mm-hmm. There's a new show coming out. I think it's on A&E. It's like WWE like Hidden Treasures or something. It's like they're going to like find like memorabilia and shit that like fans have gotten a hold of. And I think it's like it's kind of like that, and then other stuff is like stuff that's been just passed on from like, let's say Kurt Hennig gave it to like Curtis Axel or some shit like that. Like somebody like gave it to their kid that's in the business, or like their kid that's not in the business, and they just never they've never been involved with wrestling, so they don't realize people want to see this stuff.
That actually sounds interesting. I'd like to watch that.
Yeah,
after watching WWE do the warehouse thing, I kind of missed it because they was going there and finding shit that I was like, damn, I ain't seen that in years. Jesus Christ, they still own this shit? Why do they have it?
Yeah. Where did I want to start? I already forgot. You
got this. I believe in you.
Oh, all right. The go home episode of NXT. We've got the second to last episode of NXT on Wednesday. Next week will be Stand and Deliver Night 1 on regular NXT TV slot. It was, in terms of ratings, both Dynamite and NXT did really, really shitty. It was I think it's probably one of the lowest combined weeks. NXT did like 654. And Dynamite did 700, which is, again, it's a really, really low number for both shows combined. But Raquel Gonzalez and Io Shirai, I honestly don't really give a damn about Io Shirai. I know she's good. She's just never really hooked me. But I'm interested in Raquel Gonzalez. And Io Shirai took the fight to Raquel Gonzalez. She's showing that she's not scared of how big she is. And I'm kind of now excited to see Raquel Gonzalez win because I'm pretty sure she's going to win. How about you?
At this point right now, I don't give a fuck. I know Io Shirai lose. There's only two things that happen. She lose, and she get a rematch, and she lose again. And they're like I'm doing YouTube channels and cook shows and fucking talking stupid shit on the main roster. And I don't want to see that. Bad if I gotta see Asuka do it. And the bad if I gotta see every other female do it on the main roster. At this point right now, I feel like if you win a title in NXT, you better fight for your life to try to keep it as long as you can. Going to the main roster is going to have you sitting there like, I could have been an accountant like my mom said and had a better job right now.
Yeah. Valdor's in the chat. They said they need to put all those Motel TV that Randy Orton broke on that show.
Yeah, bro, I don't think we got no time for
that. Let's see. We had Cameron Grimes. I'm kind of a sucker for Cameron Grimes. I realize he's never going to be a top star, but he holds my interest when he's on the screen.
First of all, I like Cameron Grimes just for the fact that he came from a different personality from TNA to being this funny ass dude on NXT, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. I thought they were going to try to bury him and use him as a job over there.
That's what I thought too.
When he is now, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. And he was the surprise win over Roddy.
Yeah, that really threw me off.
Yeah, because it seems like Roddy's already like lost, following the Undisputed Era breakup. I mean, is he in the Eliminator tournament?
I don't think so. I don't think he is.
I know he was in the match, but I don't know if he made the final 6. I can't remember.
I don't know if he made the final 6 because I haven't really seen them talk about it much. All I haven't seen them talk about much, it really is most of the main event matches is going to happen between Fan and Deliver.
Oh yeah,
any other match is a sideline match. I haven't heard nobody talk about.
Yeah, he did not make the final 6 for the Eliminator Gauntlet.
Man, they got a plan for him. We all know that motherfucker wrestle his ass off.
Yeah, so
and we also know he looks like his age. I'm not letting Tommaso Ciampa go, bro. I just can't let that shit go.
Yeah, so Tommaso really needs to cut that hair off. He needs to stay bald. I'm fine with the gray beard because it's badass, but the hair's got to go. He just looks like an old man.
That motherfucker look like Fire Marshal Bill as a wrestler.
Let's see what else big happened. We had another brilliant video of Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole getting prepared for their unsanctioned match. I really feel like that should main event. Which night? I think they're on night 1, right?
I think so.
No, they're on night 2.
Oh, so they are the main event.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, because obviously Karrion Kross and Finn Balor are going to main event. So, I mean, put them on first. Should we put them on first instead of since they're not going to main event? Or should we put the ladder match on first because that's night 2 also.
I think we put the ladder match on first. Get that out of the way because I feel like that's going to take up majority of the time. I need Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly to have as much time as they can have while they beat the hell out of each other.
Or do we do it like the way AEW's been doing it because it's an unsanctioned match and it doesn't count? Put it on after the main event and then just let it run as long as they want to.
That can also work. That can also fucking work. But you got an unsanctioned match. What's the time limit? Time limit. I'm saying they want time limit. y'all just fight till y'all feel like y'all wanted to be over.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I feel they should do this and just be a dick about it. See how it's 2 nights. They should have it go on night 1, and then just have it go over to the night and be like, we can't find them. Let them fight until night 2.
Yeah.
It's unsanctioned. They've been fighting for 2 days straight. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And what we can do about that shit? Let's go finish.
And speaking of Tommaso Ciampa, he had his the necklace that he wears all the time. There was this nice little story about how it was given to his wife and his daughter, and Walter ripped it off. Said, "Fuck your shit, nigga."
Oh man. So my job is going to hit him with the hardest knee on the face of the planet.
That's if he survives and still has a chest to hold his lungs in.
I'm about to say, look, we went through all the bullshit he went through with Gargano and all them damn fucked up ass hardcore matches and all them ladder matches he been in. Scratch his chest a couple times probably won't hurt as much. Besides, he taking a lot of those shit in the Indies in GPW with Walter, so
Yeah,
he should be used to it by a little bit.
yeah. Maybe that's why they just randomly put this match together, because he does have a little bit of history with Walter.
At this point right now, I feel like NXT should just throw anybody that wrestled outside WWE for a long time. Just put them against each other. They know each other best at this point. Like you see, they did the Keith Lee and Dijakovic. They do them niggas work outside WWE together all the time. What they do, they pit them against each other, and they have some awesome ass matches in NXT. Stop trying to make random matches out of shit that don't happen.
Yeah. So night one, which again will be in the normal NXT time slot, which is the final episode of NXT on Wednesday, week 82. Conveniently, there will not be an 83 week. So Eric Bischoff has nothing to worry about with his podcast. Night one, Pete Dunne versus Kushida. It's going to be a good match. Not really much build up to it. I mean, they did have a little something. I believe last night they had a little. This past Wednesday had a little something. Or was it Kushida versus Oni Lorcan? I forgot who he had a match against, but following the match, he had Pete Dunne in an arm bar, and it was a build up, but they'll put on a good match nonetheless, a hard hitting match.
I'm ready for this match to happen. Kushida be busting ass.
Yeah.
But man, they ain't getting nowhere in NXT.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me of somebody. Can't put a name on it though. I can't forget who the fuck it was.
About half the WWE roster.
Oh, there you go. You're right. Shit.
All right. The triple threat for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships: MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado del Fantasma, who replaced I believe they replaced Breezango, because I think Breezango was originally in this match, but Fandango's injured again, and so now you've got Legado del Fantasma.
First of all, when is Fandango not injured?
Johnny Curtis is also old as fuck. You do realize that, right? He's another one of those guys who's like in his 40s.
I know, that's what I'm saying. When is he never injured?
Yeah, it's him and Bobby Fish. Always, they'll work for like 3 months and then they'll be out for 6.
Yeah, fuck all that. That's too much. I ain't gonna keep showing up to work and getting hurt and then going back home.
Yeah, I'm giving up. I'm not coming back.
It's over for me after that point.
I want to say MSK wins, but at the same time, I can see Grizzled Young Veterans also.
I can see MSK winning and them and Grizzled Young Veterans having a good beef for a long period of time.
Yeah, because they already have the the leftover little animosity from the Dusty tournament, which MSK won. So that makes me feel like Grizzled Young Veterans would win because they've already lost to MSK. So it's like, give them their win back and then, battle over the titles for the next couple of months and then MSK be the winners in the end.
That can actually work. And I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
And then back to the North American Championship Eliminator. We have Dexter Lumis, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Leon Ruff, and L.A. Knight, who guaranteed himself the final spot. So he will have the advantage. And the winner will take on Johnny Gargano on night 2.
Sorry, I almost got crushed to death just now.
Your girl sitting on your face?
No, even though that would be a great way to die. No, I was sitting on steps and she walked by. I hit her behind her knee and her whole body just caved in by my head, damn near next to the pole to walk down the steps. I was like, oh God, I almost just died. I literally put it on mute because I was like, holy fuck.
Oh yeah, That's pretty dangerous too.
Yeah, I'd take that. It'd been great.
Yeah. Yeah. So who do you see facing Johnny Gargano for night 2?
You know what? I don't know because I'm trying to think of who would I want to see him face. Because at this point right now, he's damn near faced everybody at this point.
I feel like they're gonna do Dexter Lumis just to finish that arc because they never really did finish it. They just kind of dropped it. So put the title on Dexter Lumis, and then I guess LA Knight, be the long-term booking story for an opponent, a heel to go against Dexter Lumis.
That could kind of work because I do like Dexter Lumis a lot.
Oh yes, Calvin. I'm still waiting for Ridge Holland to come back too, because he was on a roll before he got hurt.
How long you been out for?
Yeah, how long has he been gone now?
That was before War Games because he was supposed to have a match against. Who was he supposed to have a match against? He was supposed to have a match against somebody going into War Games. Was it Ciampa? I think it was Ciampa.
Think so? Hell, what happened to War Raiders? I know one was injured, but damn.
Let's see. One's injured, the other one's having a baby, and freaking what's her name?
Baby.
And what's her name? Always has her titty out on Instagram breastfeeding.
Oh.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just stating what it is.
You're saying.
Yeah,
I'm perfectly fine with public breastfeeding because I enjoy looking at titties.
Who doesn't?
Look, first of all, one, I'm with you on that. Two, when you said that first, the only person that came to mind was Paige. I'm sorry. that's the only person I know that got breast out always on some shit. The first person that came to mind was Paige.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help that. I'm sorry. She got them bad boys away or something.
And then Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. I already said it. Raquel Gonzalez has to win. There's no reason for Io Shirai to keep being champion. In my book, she should have lost the last at the last takeover. It was the triple threat against what was it? Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez. I feel like she should have lost that one. Yep. So there's really no reason for her to keep being champion.
At this point right now, I think Triple H is like they're trying to pick out who can be the next women's champion over there without having to be part of the tag team division now. Because it's weird. WWE trying to pit the women on the main roster and weird ass tag teams. The NXT just let them pick who the fuck they want because they've been wrestling with each other for years, and they just have a better tag team division of women that makes it more sad.
Yep. And speaking of the women's tag team, the night 2 we have the NXT women's tag team, Ember Moon and Shitty Black Farts versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Why you have to call her that?
What, Shitty Black Farts?
Shitty Black Farts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she doesn't do anything for me. She's not interesting. She's really not.
But she's been like this since the indie circuit. It ain't shit different.
She doesn't do anything for me.
The only difference from the indies to now is
the tank.
The tank.
The tank. And the tank is so irritating to me too. I just can't with the tank.
Hey man, look, she loves it. If the New Day can have an ice cream pop-up little stand bike, a go-kart, and everything else, and Matt Riddle can have a fucking Razor scooter, why can't she just have her little thing?
Hey, the Razor scooter has a name.
Scoots?
Trevor.
Oh, it does?
What?
Trevor.
Oh, man. So that man...
Yeah,
that man is riding around on a man. Yeah, that's gay.
Oh, whoa, hold on, Matt Riddle. Yo, when he bailed on that promo on Monday night, yo! Please tell me you saw the clip.
Bro, let me tell you something. I watched it live. When he bailed, I said he got his line. I would do the same exact thing. I bailed. I just got yelled at when he gave a fuck.
He was high as fuck. He was all in there. He was like, yeah. I forgot my line. And he just walked off.
No.
I don't even know.
What made it more funny is, when they did the Raw talk after, and he was talking to MP, and he was like, hey, I got my line. Remember, he was like, yeah, that can happen a lot.
Because he's standing there talking to Oscar, right? He's got a little scooter. He's like, so are scooters big in Japan? I think scooters would be really. He just literally stopped in the middle of a sentence, like, what am I supposed to say? And walked off. He looked up into the camera, was like, what am I supposed to say? And walked off. Broke character, said fuck it, and walked off.
So it sounds like he got confused on the set. Or he came in earlier than his timing.
That is the most classic. That's got to go on Botchamania. Even though it's not a move, that's got to go on Botchamania.
I'm going to tell you right now what I think he did. I think he thought about what he was going to say, and he realized I was going to say some shit, and I have no idea what the fuck she's going to say. So he was like, I don't know how to answer anything she's going to say. I'm just going to bail and just say, fuck it.
Actually, I think what happened was he started laughing in his head about what he was about to say, and he just couldn't hold it.
Calvin said, did you see when Sheamus did the same promo on Instagram?
Oh, he did? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I didn't see it. Valdo, some of them are live. They're not always taped.
He really was confused. That's the only.
You talking about the Raw?
Yeah. Yeah, because Valdo said, I always thought they taped those backstage segments. Most of them are taped. Occasionally, they are live.
The only time that they are taped is when it's a serious storyline that has some build-up behind it. When it's something like Matt Riddle and them or Lana in the back with Naomi and them, that shit is done right then and there.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about WWE is the fact that they script so much of shit and you got to memorize that and get it down to a T before you go out and wrestle. I don't remember about shit. Just let me flow. Let me be like the New Day. Let me be like The Rock. Just let me go out there and say what the fuck I say and let people just talk back. I don't want to go out there and remember a fucking line that some writer that used to write a TV show wrote. It sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can't do it. Like I don't understand how much people be like, oh yeah, that what he said was cool. No, the fuck it wasn't. That shit was trash. Shit, Roman and them has said better things under their promos, and their shit was red, and their shit still sounded better. No.
He said it sounded like
matter of fact, let Paul Heyman write my material. It would sound more convincing.
Word. Also on night 2 of Stand and Deliver.
I also thought about getting. I also thought about having this done. I also thought about before Paul leaves us from the earth, write my eulogy, my funeral,
yeah,
and have him speak it, and then pay him on Anchor and have him speak it out for me, and I can just record it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and we are here today to. I forgot how eulogies go, but anyway, yeah. Also on night 2 of Stand and Deliver, we talked about Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. Obviously, this is to put Kyle O'Reilly over, give him his big singles push. I assume he'll get back into the title picture. Adam Cole doesn't need to win.
I hope he does.
Yeah, I deep down I want him to win, but it's to push Kyle O'Reilly.
Look, at this point right now, I didn't want the Undisputed Era to even fucking be broken up. I wanted them niggas to go from the NXT to the main roster of the group just to fuck everything up.
Mm-hmm. But they also broke up the Hurt Business.
I'm so hurt.
They also broke up the Hurt Business. We'll get to that.
First of all, one, we're gonna talk about that because Batista said some shit about that.
Yeah.
I think he probably more heated than any.
I feel like every legend that had something to say this week was like, why the hell would you do that? Every single one was like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it made no sense. I'm not gonna lie though, it did make Shelton Benjamin look like the gold standard from back in the day.
Yep, yes it did.
I give them that. I was with that one.
Yeah, we already talked about Johnny Gargano. Obviously, whoever wins is going to beat him. He's going to lose the title. There's no point in him keeping the title. Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar. I'm saying Jordan Devlin becomes undisputed cruiserweight champion. Santos Escobar had a nice run. He expanded himself in NXT, but Jordan Devlin is going to be the champion going forward.
Yeah, I kind of want Don Devlin to win because I like Escobar and I like the role that he played from coming in looking like a luchador to being the Escobar he is. That's great. That was a great transition over to a different character in the middle of like your damn near debut. It was cool. But Devlin is like a legit fighting champion. You can't put that past him. That man will fight anybody for that damn belt and damn near die trying. I give it to him all the way.
Yep. And the main event on night 2, the Prince, Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross. And Finn Balor's time is up. It is absolutely up. Karrion Kross is back to claim what's his, and he's going to whoop Finn Balor's ass. And as I've been saying this for about the past month, I feel like the Demon will show up, and this will be the Demon's first loss because it seems appropriate to do that against a character such as Karrion Kross.
They do. But at the same time, I feel like this is weird because Karrion Kross got injured and then came back and was going for the NXT North America title.
For like a week.
Yeah, and then got bumped to the main roster and it's just like, oh yeah, that never happened, guys. Don't worry about it. He's going back for the title. I was interested in him winning that belt to show that I really want him to win that belt to show that he was ready to win back his belt. You just had him come back, start beef. Nothing happened from it. And then you just all of a sudden he's back to the title picture. Wait, what? How the fuck did we just skip a whole? I feel like we skipped a whole arc of like a good anime and just went to like the last season out of the blue for no reason.
Yeah. As soon as he was like, "Yep, we're taking Damian Priest to Raw," it's like, "Oh, fuck Karrion Kross. Let's find something else to do with him."
Yeah. Oh well, Karrion was gonna fight him, but I guess Vince wanted the other dude. So yeah, Kross is go fight Finn again. I guess that's the only thing we could think of to do.
Now,
I don't know. Look, at the point right now, I just don't want to see Archer on Raw with Bad Bunny no more. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah. I was tired of Bad Bunny for the second time he showed up. I was like, fine, Royal Rumble, he did the performance, even though I wasn't particularly interested in it. I have checked out some of his other songs. He's okay as a reggaeton artist. Not one of my favorites, but for me specifically, Booker T is not a hype song. It does not do it for me at all.
First of all, I wonder what the fuck he was thinking when he made Booker T.
You talking about the Spanish singer?
Yeah, Bad Bunny. He has a song called Booker T, and Booker T's in the music video.
Lame.
Just standing there looking like a big black man.
Calvin, what do you guys think of Lil Nas X?
Xia Li.
I don't even know. I can't read that.
I'm totally feeling the Xia Li gimmick. Ever since she came back, I'm totally feeling it. And it's not cheesy. They're doing it right.
Her gimmick is good. The dude that she's with that they took training to is also good. But who the fuck is the bitch in the chair?
Hey, long-term storytelling. Long-term storytelling.
I'm so with it. I just want to know who's the woman in the chair because I'm trying to think of their whole roster of people they hired and had there. And I'm like, I can't picture who the fuck this chick is. Unless this is somebody they got random to just do it like they did Mr. Fujin and them for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay with this. I love the fact that she goes in there and whoops ass and then like just immediately leaves. She do something that Brock should have been doing a long time ago. Beat your ass, get up and walk out. There's no raise my hand. There's no, and you're a winner. You say that shit. I'm already up to Titantron already. I'm gone. They don't need me to be here. Mm-hmm. I came here and did my job. I came here and whoop this ass and leave.
Yeah. So why was this week's Raw worse than usual? This was a train wreck of an episode. Usually Raw is just like, it's not memorable. It's usually just on and it's like background noise. And by the time it's over, you forget you watched it. But this was bad. Like, it made me angry to watch it.
Like, you acknowledged it.
Yeah, I had to acknowledge how bad it was this week. Okay, you kick off, you got Drew McIntyre, Hurt Business, promo, yada, yada, yada. Good stuff. Fine. This shit with Shane McMahon, Elias, and Braun Strowman. Miss me with it. Please miss me with it. I might even not watch the WrestleMania match. It's so bad. Apparently now it's a cage match.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's now a cage match. It's now a cage match. This might be my bathroom break during WrestleMania.
First of all, it was gonna be my bathroom break once the match even got announced. It was next.
And then Jackson Riker had a match with Strowman, whatever. Then The Miz and Morrison come out, and they have another music video. It's called "Hey Hey Hop Hop," where they make fun of Bad Bunny. Please miss me with it.
What?
Please miss me with it.
I thought they were going to bring out what you call it. I thought they were going to bring out what's his name? Oh my God, what was his name? Adam Rose. I thought they were going to bring out Adam Rose back for that music video.
Yeah, that bunny, yes. Yo,
I thought they was going to bring it out.
If they had brought out that bunny, it might have saved the segment. It might have saved the segment.
Can you just say the name of that song again?
Hey, hey, hop, hop.
No.
Because they like every time they do like a parody song, the name starts with hey, hey. They did hey, hey, ho, ho. And the other one was hey, hey, hi, hi. This one was hey, hey, hop, hop.
Stop it. Get some help.
In the next segment.
You just say stop.
In the next segment, the New Day, as much as I love the New Day, and I'm loving them even more because I'm like going back and listening to old New Day podcast episodes now that I'm an adult and I pay for my own Spotify.
Yeah, damn right. You're not an adult unless you pay.
I'm paying for my own Spotify. So I'm now going back and listening to old New Day episodes, and I'm loving them even more now, listening to the podcast. But that's besides the point. This segment where they played some stupid, like game show with AJ Styles and Omis, it was beyond cringe. It was beyond cringe.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know I was beyond cringe. We don't have Big E to break that ice when shit start getting bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie. That's what Big E was used for. He did it well. If they did something and that shit was quiet, Big E would do something to make you want to keep watching it.
Yep. We had another Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton, Fiend segment. Again, I'm tired of it. Let's just watch the match. Because they're just getting ridiculous.
At this point right now, they're saying that Fiend might not even be the Fiend. That might be Bo Dallas.
Oh, okay. If that's what it is, just get me to the match. I'm sick of all the backstory shit because it's not even interesting anymore.
What's the backstory?
Because someone online realized after watching him come back, it was like Bray posted a picture the day before he was going to come back, and Bray is still the same big size Bray. It was like that guy playing him is not even the same size because standing next to Randy, he's smaller than Bray, like builtness wise. And then somebody was like, he's kind of the same size as what Bo Dallas is. And I was like, him and Bo Dallas do got the same face with that mask on. It would still look like Bray if you didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
I think that could be something right there. Because people keep saying that the original Bray will come back. That Bray is an alternate, different version of himself. I was like, look, if you're going to hit me with that kind of storyline, just go ahead and stop playing and go ahead and just fast forward to that. But this here, I love Randy to death. I swear I do. I love Bray. I swear I do. But I'm getting tired of seeing them at this point now.
Yeah. Okay, Shayna Baszler took yet another loss. I don't know why they keep beating Shayna Baszler with everybody on the roster. I guess because she's the weak link between her and Nia Jax, but whatever. We had the contract signing between Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Fine, that was cool. The main event was all right. It didn't offend me. Drew McIntyre had an open challenge. Who was it? Ricochet and Mustafa Ali came out. They challenged, they stepped up, but they got their ass whooped, and Drew, showed his dominance going into Mania. Okay. You gave me 3 hours of headaches to get to that.
Ooh, Dirty Heelz podcast says something.
Hey man, they gotta do something to keep you watching.
What up, Dirty Heelz?
Yeah.
Go follow. If anybody else is listening, go follow them on Instagram. There's some hilarious ass dudes over there.
You know, it's funny. I was going to send them this after the show went live because I was like, I can't do it now because you might lose my voice again, and I'm not feeling all that trying to do all that shit again.
Yeah. Let's see. Valdor said this year's WrestleMania really feels underwhelming. Yeah, I totally agree. Everything is rushed because allegedly they rebooked WrestleMania about a month ago, and that's why everything feels, like he said, half baked. Because they're just throwing shit together at the last minute. Like, where did this Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon thing come from? Shane hadn't been on TV for like the last 5 months. Like he'd randomly show up with Adam Pearce once in a while, and all of a sudden he's got a WrestleMania match.
So wait, here's the question: like, was it like they didn't want to push it back to prepare properly, or they just
they don't move WrestleMania? Remember, last year when the pandemic started,
when the hell is that?
Last year when the pandemic started, they weren't moving WrestleMania. Everybody's like, "Oh, just move it to the summer," because when we was going to have our 2-week, quarantine, they ended up being over a year long. You're like, yeah, just wait a couple weeks, and we'll have WrestleMania like in May. W said, "Fuck it, it's going on regardless," and that's how we got the empty arena of WrestleMania that we got.
So they should have just pushed it back.
One monkey don't stop no show.
And everybody have it again for the second year.
Yeah.
Look, and everybody have it again for the second year.
They should have pushed it back. Like they should have.
Nah, WrestleMania does not move. What was I gonna say?
Let me tell you now. Mr. Man don't push back no goddamn thing when it involves him making money. He ain't pushing shit back.
Actual factuals.
Valdor said, I heard rumors that Andrade was going to be the guy in the chair to work him back in NXT. I think he's referring to Xia Li, the Xia Li gimmick.
I don't know. The sad thing is Triple H want him back so damn bad, but
yeah.
I don't think he want to be there because of what Vince did.
Did you see the little clip, little piece today? Apparently he signed a contract somewhere, but he's not saying where.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out where, because like I said, it's a couple of indie places that are talking, like people are talking about bringing somebody in, and I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know who the fuck where he's gonna go, because it's kind of hard. All these people got, oh yeah, I'm bringing in a friend of mine. Okay, that might be Andrade. Oh, we have a guest tag team partner. Okay, what the fuck is happening here? I can't even be like, oh, he's gonna show up here. Oh no, he could barely show up there. Andrade could show up any damn where and be go to wherever he goes.
I want to say it's Impact. Because if you remember,
I want to say Impact too, but at the same time, I don't want him to be Impact. I really want him to go back to New Japan.
I want him to go to Mexico.
That too. But I would just take New Japan for the simple fact that, he's been there before. He was one of their junior weight champions. And I kind of want to see him fight with Ospreay.
Yeah. Also, remember, I think, was it 2 weeks ago now that Thea Trinidad, a.k.a. Zelina Vega, said she signed a contract somewhere, but she's not going to talk about it yet? What are the odds that they're linking up again?
Yeah. Somebody online was saying that maybe they was going to link up and show up in AEW as the same role they were before.
Nah.
And I was like, that'd be cool. Because then I said, that'd be cool. But at the same time, it's something I don't want to see them there together right now.
Yeah.
I like them somewhere else.
That's why I say Impact. If they do end up linking up, I think it would be Impact.
I say they link up. They go to Japan, but the fact that Zelina Vega was dominant in the Star Dome of New Japan for a while before he came to WWE, and Andrade was good in regular NJP. If they were to go back, it would be good. Because, like I said, Will Ospreay and his girl are there, and then there's other people there, there's couples that basically or have a manager that wrestles, and Zelina Vega is already good with the hard-hitting style of Japan already. So that's no brainer for her. And Andrade with that fucking elbow that he does.
And it's a shame that WWE never let Zelina Vega have a match to her full potential. She had some matches, but it was always, she was just there to lose.
WWE never knows what they have, and it's just so sad.
Yeah. All right. Dynamite. It kicked off with the debut match of Christan Cage against Frankie Kazarian. It was a solid match. They didn't go too hard. They didn't do too much. They definitely kept it interesting.
It was just a solid regular match. it was a solid regular match between two old guys that are veterans in the game. I'm just happy to see Christian was out there busting his ass, and he looked good still doing it.
He was clearly winded halfway through, but hey, he made it.
Hey man, look, it's been some time since he's been in the ring to have a full match.
Yeah. The exhibition match between QT Marshall and Cody. If nobody saw this coming, then obviously you weren't paying attention to what was going on, because obviously QT Marshall was going to turn, and we now have a fractured Nightmare family. So what is it? QT Marshall has like 3 people on his side, and the Gun Club and Lee Johnson and Dustin are all on Cody's side.
It's you know what AEW reminds me of? It reminds me of WCW when they had the Wolfpack, NWO, and LW and the LWO. Everybody's in a fucking faction at random times.
Yes.
When do y'all be like nobody wants to be a single competitor? What's happening?
Yes. I actually noticed that as well. I believed at one point the only people left that weren't in factions were Darby Allin and John Moxley, and now Darby Allin has Sting, and John Moxley is now hooked up with Eddie Kingston. There's no singles left. Nobody is a single anymore. Everybody's got a tag partner or a faction.
Oh, well, to really be honest, all the single people wrestle on AEW After Dark.
And that, in my book, that doesn't count. That's just an indie show.
That's what, and Lola, and that's why I said it. All the single people only wrestle on After Dark. if you don't want to wrestle After Dark no more, find your tag team partner. Now you're on the main roster. See how easy that was?
Yep.
If you got more than 5 people, you're in the storyline now.
Oh yeah. Matt Hardy's racking them up over there with what is it, the Hardy family business? Is that what he's calling it?
Yes, and you know what's funny? It makes perfect sense seeing how he about to drop another goddamn child. This man is him and his wife are a baby making factory. Somebody need to stop them.
They've got 3 and they're working on work. They've already got number 4 in the oven.
No.
He keeps her on her back.
He does.
And shoes off of her feet.
Well, she's also Latino, so she probably the motherfucker.
That's true.
Like you could breathe on them. They'd be like, "I'm pregnant with twins, bitch. We didn't even have sex yet." It is what it is. You can fight me for it. I don't care who in this. Don't time worry about it. You can fight me for it. It's the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, bro. Like it's so funny. AEW has so many damn groups. They remind me of Dragon Gate with Pocket Numbers, and Dragon Gate. It was literally like 20 factions. There was no single competitor. Like if you was in a group, you would have a single match, but there was nobody there alone. Like there was never no lone dog. There was no Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was like 50 NWO members across 40 different damn groups. Like everybody has somebody to watch their back, and I was like, that's cool and all, but at the same time, this shit seemed kind of boring.
Valdor said, I bet they're going to Ring of Honor to be with Leo Rush, or he wants him to go to New Japan with Naito.
Oh yeah, a match with Andrade versus Naito, or Bushi. Oh my God, Meltzer would get his lotion in both hands.
and the butt plug too. We can't forget the butt plug.
What? Boy, let me tell you, he'll be on Twitter writing a paragraph like, "Yeah, so my pants were soiled and they smell like Jorgens, but I enjoyed that very good match." I bet you did.
He might even have to get the battery cables out and hook them up to his nipples.
That's too much.
Oh shit! Now, shit get interesting now.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
That just
hey, don't threaten him with the Young Bucks.
That's when I look at him and go, "What are you doing? You need to get out."
All right, now Dynamite started out really good, but as the ratings showed, it got worse throughout the episode. Why was the main event Arcade Anarchy? What? First of all, who cares about this feud? That's the first thing. 2, what the fuck is an Arcade Anarchy match?
I was just about to ask that.
They literally just had arcade machines around the ring, and they just had a street fight.
So what was this?
First of all,
Street Fighter 2?
It was weird. Look, first of all, it was weird. Two, they had some classic arcade machines. Where the fuck did y'all have enough time to get these and bring them in?
And yeah. And if you notice, Kip Sabian was missing for like 95% of the match. He got thrown into one machine, and then he just showed up for the finish. It was just Miro throwing Orange Cassidy for like 90% of the match.
Caught up in the game, man. That's what happened.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yo, there was a Mortal Kombat arcade machine. I'd have walked off for a little bit too and played it for about 30, 40 minutes. But still, like, they had to get me back in the ring. You can't threaten me with a fun time with some arcade machine and thinking I'm not gonna fucking play.
Right?
Word. Kelvin, I said that. As soon as Bobby won the title, I said that, Kelvin. We gotta get Lio Rush back in WWE, and he's gotta be a part of the Hurt Business.
First of all, Lio Rush on his Twitter page got a picture of Bobby Lashley on the side of him. MVP beside him. Him in the middle with a Hurt Business t-shirt. I said, please, yes. Bring my boy back. I need him there. Look, Dark, can you see it? Bobby Lashley with MVP and Lio Rush as his hype man.
The man of the hour. The 24-year-old piece of gold.
Ooh, with MVP. Oh my God. I can see it now. Bro, I would want Bobby Lashley title reign to last like a year. I would want it to last as long as it can.
Too bad he's losing to Drew next week, but we can hope.
Yeah, we know.
We can hope.
Hey, look. We dreamt about this for over what?
17 years?
15 years?
Whatever the number was.
Look, we finally got him as champion. We're happy. We're never gonna get him a Brock, but at least we got him as champion finally.
Yeah. Very true.
You got something else before we get out of here?
There's a video online I forgot to send to you. You remember that wrestling game that they was making that was going around getting a whole bunch of wrestlers that wasn't signed to nothing?
Retromania?
Yes. They dropped a video of what their game will look like. Like the finished product. And it's Enzo with a mic. And I swear to you, it looks like Enzo how he is now. But the lighting is off.
Right.
Like the lighting is off and the hair thing, they're working on it. But bruh, it looks like a next gen PS5 game on how good they're working this.
Oh,
and it's all motion capture.
What?
Speaking of Enzo, he's supposed to have a match against Lio Rush this coming weekend. Not tomorrow, but WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, I know. And you know what's funny? I'm so ready to see that. I don't even really care how it goes down. I just want to see that because those are both my boys, and I got to watch my boys wrestle.
Yeah. The one thing we forgot to talk about, the new IWGP Championship title design. A lot of people are clowning it. They're saying it's the WWE version of the ECW belt had a baby with the Divas Championship.
It kind of is, but I've seen somebody take a picture of it and Photoshop it on Cody's neck as a tattoo.
Yep, that too. However, the design is based on the classic IWGP Championship from like the 80s where it looked like an upside down crown. So that's the design they were going with. They just tried to modernize it.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like it because I was like, okay, they took both big belts, put them together as one, and they made it a little smaller. And then I seen Bushi stand next to it, and I was like, what the fuck is this giant ass belt this man got? What the fuck is this?
Yep. All right.
Bro, that's literally got to be like 40 pounds of gold. I swear it got to be.
Word. Yeah, just like the AEW Championship. That shit is huge. All right, let's get out of here.
It is.
I have been Darth Messiah, the Dark Side Savior, always and forever on his worst behavior. You, sir?
Alex, the motherfucking Hill.
Good night, the great Malcolm Carter.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, Marv. I saw you peek your head in here. And good night, Santiago back there in the back, all the way in the back. We out of here.